Let us go and see in this lesson about how we can create Android libraries and host it to our GitHub and later on a Gitpack. So after we host it to our Gitpack repositories, then later we can make use that in our Android project. We can add that to our dependency. So let's go and start. First of all, let's go and create an empty project and just click on next and just give a name of your application, and I'll just say as a location HELPER, location helper, and the package name and the location where you want to save, and we will be using a Java and the minimum API. And this should all, you should be all familiar how to create your own project, so you should be familiar to do all of this before you learn how to create libraries for your project. So let's click on a finished, and that should create a project for us, and it will take a bit time to download all of the required dependency. And after that has been done, we can go to the file section over here, and I will go to the new, and I will go to the new module over here. Just click on this one, and I'll just select the Android library from here and just click on next. So let's give a name for an application or a library name that we can use. I'll just say as LOCATI1 location HELPER location helper. So the library name, you can give any name that depending on what libraries you are creating, whether you are creating for your camera or location or whatever the library the package you are creating for. So the module name will be our location helper over here, and the package name that should become that they want the location helper, and the language we are using is a Java, and the minimum SDK for this package we will be put as a Lollipop 5.0. So just click on finished, and that should create a new package or a new module for us, which you can see over here. Just go inside this and go to the Java section, and from here we just create a new Java class inside our package. I'll call this one as a location HELPER location helper, and that's it. Just click on OK for now. So we're just creating a simple class for here now, just for a demo purpose, and I already have some code over here. I'll just copy that code and I'll just create a one method over here, and that method I have is get distance in km, so which should return us a distance in a kilometer, and that is the static method. So that's a simple method we have, and you should be able to do all of this by your own, like creating a new class and putting your logic inside a method. And so whatever your library is going to perform, because we are creating a library, and the library will help us to perform or to use it in our project to do certain kind of work. So basically you should put all of your logic inside here, and that's it. We create one simple class and we have one simple method that just to return us a distance in kilometer. So what I will do is I'll just build up this one. So just rebuild the project over here, and let's go to our GitHub project over here, and you should have an account in a GitHub already. And if you don't have an account, you just go and create a new account. I have already account in a GitHub, and I will just go and let me go to the repositories over here, and let me create a new repositories, and I will just create a given name for my repository as let's say LOCATION location helper, and description, and just say as a Android location HELP helper to get DISTANC distance from that long. So that's it. I just give us some description over here, and just click on a public. So we'll be creating a public repositories, and just click on create repositories. So it should create a new repositories for us, and that's the link over here. And we need to create run this command in our project. So let's go back to the project and let me copy this one, and let's go to the terminal over here and just run that command. And the next step is to run git.init git init. So make sure you have install git for you. You need to have git installed in your PC before you can make use of a git command. So make sure you have installed a git. And let's go and see the next command. What we have a next command is the git. We have already run this command. Next is to this one, to add a readme file. So depend on you whether you want to add a readme file or not. So let us just add a readme file, and I'll just go over here and I'll just paste that command. And next is to run, we should add a git add and dot. So that should add all of our files to a git repositories in our local. So that should add all of our files. So okay, that should be done, and let's check the git status for now. So that's all the file is added, which means it's in green color. And let's go to, and we can commit, and let's go back and let's commit that change. So I say git commit commit, and I just give a message, and I will just say as init initial commit, and just hit enter. And let's go back. After that, we have this command to run, so that should add a remote repositories link. And let me paste it over here, and let's go back again, and we have a final command just to push to our origin master. So that should push our project to GitHub. Sorry, let me just copy it again, and let me paste it over here. So that should push our local repositories back to the GitHub link. So let's go back over here, and if you go to this one, and we should have our project over here already. So that's it, we have a project over here. And next thing is that we need to go to the release to make this project, convert this project to our release. And so just click on release, and we don't have any release, so let's say create a new release, and just give a version tag. I will just say as a v1.0. this is a version tag, and or I can just say as a 1.0.1, and title name. So this is a version, so let's give a version 1.0.1, and I can just say as initial or really issue release, because this is just a first release, and just publish that release. So we have a release one which is a version 1. So that should create a new release for us. And we should go now to Jetpack. We should go now to the Jetpack, and if you have, you can just create a new account and just log in using GitHub account. So I have already logged in over here, and if I refresh this page, and that should list all of my repositories over here. And that's it, the location helper that we just created is over here. I can just click on that one, and you can see the version name. It has already got the version name, so you can see it's getting the log. So let us wait for this one to finish first. It may take some time to build up our project and do our compilation and convert it to our repositories like Android libraries. We are working with Android libraries, so that's converting all of our projects. So you can see the log is in a green color. So green color basically means that it has been successful, and that's all of your build is already done and everything is working fine. So if you have a red color, that means that it has some error. So now, which you can see is a green color, that means the build is successful. so we can use that one. So how to use that in our project is we can copy this link. We just have to add that one. So we need to copy this Marvin. Just copy this, and I will go back to the project, and let me add to my project over here. So let's go back to the Gradle script, and I'll go to the project libraries. Sorry, the root project Gradle build. Just click on the root Gradle build, and over here on all repositories, you can see if you go back over here, it says that all project and the repositories, we need to add that one. So after the JCenter, and let me add our repositories, which is Marvin. Just synchronize this one. So you should add that one to your root Gradle build, not in your module on the app. So after that, we add our repositories to the Marvin, and we have synchronized it. And if there is no error, then the next step is to just go back and copy the dependencies, just to implement your this is an implementation dependency that you need to add. So we'll go back to our project, and let's go now to the Gradle build on a module app. So we have a three Gradle builds. This is a root one, and this is for our Android app, and the Gradle build is for our module. So we will make use of a Gradle build app over here, and let's add our project over here. This is the project GitHub link, as well as this is a library that we are adding. So the tag is the version that we have to provide. So let's go back, and what is our version code? With the version code is 1.0.1. So let's add over here. So 1.0.1, that's the tag we have. And the tag, if you remember it, we have created on our here, the tag that we created. So that's the version we are using. And just synchronize this one after that. So the synchronization is successful, and our libraries, so dependency has been successfully added for our location helper. So let's go to the main activity, and now what we can do is we can make use of CT and location helper. If you go over here, we should get a location helper over here, which is coming from com.richard.location helper. That's the package name that we created, right? So that make sure your package name is unique, because that should not conflict with any other package that's already inside your library. So we will use a location helper, and we have one static method. We can just get distance. That's our method that we have, and just provide the parameter, or let's say 0, 0, 0. So we have a 4 parameter to pass. And that's it. So that's great. We are able to make use of our, let's get our FLO float, and I will just say as a distance, and just, so that's it. We are able to make use of a package inside our app. So now this package can be used on any of the project that we can create. So we have to add the Marvin repositories, and we just have to implement our library that we just created. So it's great that we have created a library, and it's very useful. And basically, when we are dealing with a lot of code and we make libraries, and it's also helpful for us and also helpful for other people. So you don't have to rewrite the code again and again. So that's it for this lesson, and if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to subscribe me, and hope I will see you in the next video. Till then, have a great day.